Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Home Gardening 48. Today we are going to be planting these blueberries. This one is Biloxi. This one gets to a height of 5 to 6 feet, and then this other one is the Sunshine. It gets about 3 to 4 feet high. We are going to be putting them in these two pots. Then we're gonna go and transplant them and put them there at the end of this bed. I'm gonna have to dig the hole so we could bury these pots in there. So I have to get the dirt out. Also, we have this other one here, this Blackberry. It goes to 4 to 6 feet high, as you can see here on the right side. And that one, I'm gonna have to clear the spot and put it right in front of this bed on that empty spot over there. So I'm gonna turn the time over to Sonia.
Okay. So I picked two blueberry varieties sold by Gurney's Seed Company that I thought would do well in our environment here in Arizona. The problem is that we have alkaline soil, so you are going to have a really hard time keeping the acidity of the soil that the blueberries like unless you do them in some kind of pot situation. So these are not the end result pots. These are just what we could get right now. We got a friend who gave us these leftovers from a project they were doing. But what we're going to use is this Happy Frog potting soil. We picked it up at the nursery. We're also going to use a little bit of this Espoma soil acidifier. It's predominantly a sulfur-based product. If you look at the label, it is a sulfur-based product, and it's a slow release. So if you were going to put something in the ground, you'd have to do this a significant amount of time before you put your plant in the ground to really have effect. We're also going to put some of this Espoma Berrytone. It's a 343 fertilizer. That's the fertilizer. This is the acidifier. This is the potting soil. And I think the guy at the nursery said that we didn't have to add any acidifying stuff to this, but I don't trust them. So the pots are, this says 5 gallon, but obviously we know it's not 5 gallon. I think it's a 3 gallon pot. It's got the regular holes here at the bottom. I did already rinse it out for drainage. And I think what we can do to make sure that we have good drainage when we plant these is put some kind of scaffolding in the hole so it's not necessarily touching the soil, because we want to make sure the water drains out instead of stuff coming in, which I think we will be able to do. Anyway, we're going to just mix this up and we're going to plant these in. The plants came like this last week. Got a little break off there, but I suspect by year 2 they'll be triple this size. Like I said, the pots we have now are not going to be the permanent home for these plants. The other thing is, here in Arizona it gets really hot in the summer, so afternoon shade is a really important thing. I hope that the spot that we have will get enough afternoon shade, but I don't know that for sure. If we find that they're having a really hard time, we can just pull them out of the ground and move them. But the problem is we got to make sure that they get consistent watering because they have shallow roots. So a few things to consider with blueberries, especially if you're in an area with alkaline soil. They want an acid soil, so they're not going to do well unless you really baby them a lot. So this is my concept experiment. We're going to pot them in these pots, and then we're going to put these pots in the ground to try to keep them from from getting overheated. We'll see. So
okay, so
anyway,
we're gonna go ahead and start working and do this today. It's a little bit cloudy day, so it's a little cold too, so it's a perfect weather to start work. Okay, now that both of the holes are done, what I did here is I made the hole a little bit deeper, because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna get some of this rock and put it at the bottom like a drainage, so when we water these plants, we don't want the water to stay in the pots, so we actually want them to drain. So we're gonna create a drainage, maybe 3 or 4 inches in height, bring the pot level to the ground. So we just added the gravel there. It's about 2 inches or 3 inches maybe, and now we're putting the pot in there, and it's
level with this.
Basically level with the board, so that's what we want. And then we're gonna move this sprayer and we're gonna put it right in between, right here, so that it water both of them here. So, and now we're going to do this one here. We're gonna lift this one up, put the gravel in there, and then bring that up. More.
A little bit more.
More. I think that's good. Is that good?
Yeah, I feel like that's good.
Okay.
All right, we need to
So now we're just gonna fill in. Okay, so these ones are done. Now I'm going to move to here, there. I'm going to start digging the hole, doing the same thing, making this trench going out, and then put the circle there, so that we can then put the blackberry in there. It's gonna be the same size of that one there. It's just over there. I'm gonna get the tripod ready and start working. So we're gonna add the water to these plants. The amount of water that was poured into this and the 3 or so inches of rock underneath, it created that drainage which we wanted the water to not stay in the pot but to drain out from the bottom of the pot. So we have successfully achieved that.
kind of a cheap French drain.
Yes. But it got done really well. We're happy with it. So it's all drained now. So anyways, I am going to keep working. All right, the hole's done. Sonia just added some of the fertilizer. I'm a bit winded. Anyway, so we are now gonna put the plant in here, and then later on I'm going to add the irrigation and bring it up to here. Okay, so we just finished planting the blackberry, and we just watered it. I am going to then wait till we harvest these cabbages. They're looking beautiful, by the way. And then so I could run the irrigation line, the water lines, to here. But we need to go to Home Depot and get some of the bricks so we could mirror the rest of these plants and also get more bricks to finish this one. Again, I have to run the water line on this one as well. Okay, so I just came back from Home Depot, picked up the bricks. We already finished that up. I already ran the irrigation line after picking up the cabbage. I checked to make sure that there's no water leaks. So this is done. This is working. This one here, just all same thing. Finish up the bricks. I ran the line underneath here, and it's sticking out right here. Now, I haven't connected it here. It will be connected to there. Let me zoom in. Right there. it'll be connected, but I won't do this until we pick all of this piece, because we don't want to disrupt all of the roots in here. So that's what we have for you guys today. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.